In this episode, NRA drama, John Correa, Mr. Guns and Gear, and more coming up. I'm Gun Drama Johnny, and this is Gun Gossip, your one source for all middle-aged man gun channel drama. Up first is the big one. It's a mess on social media and on YouTube. I'm going to give you the short version. The NRA board election is looming, and the gun collective's Adam Kraut is on the ballot. The NRA establishment doesn't want anyone in power besides themselves. This week, NRA board member Marion Hammer released on AmmoLand a piece attacking Adam Kraut. Hammer labeled him an agitator and the enemy within. Turns out Marion Hammer has not attended a single NRA board meeting in the last 3 years. Yep, 0% attendance. Now, Adam Kraut on his website has several different proposals listed, but there are two that are getting under the NRA board's skin. First, he is proposing term limits for board members, and secondly, he's proposing that maybe board members should actually attend board meetings. This week, AmmoLand continued their silliness with a remarkable puff piece about Marion Hammer. The main piece of evidence provided on why we should stand with Marion Hammer is a video from 1996. Yeah, 22 years ago. So, I don't know about you, but I'm choosing to stand with Marion Hammer. And here's why. Primarily because I love the 90s, you know, back when Marion Hammer was relevant. And despite her whopper of a salary from the NRA, I don't think she needs to attend board meetings. She's earned a break. But the main reason is cats. That's right, we don't like Adam Kraut, do we? No to Adam Kraut. I don't need a practicing attorney who is active in the firearms community and a fantastic communicator to come in and try to strengthen the position of the NRA. Things are going swimmingly just the way they are. So I choose, because of cats, to stand with Marion Hammer. I reached out to Marion Hammer's office for comment. Following is their video response. Let's jump over to Instagram. This week, Crispy and Jim Breakwood got a little awkward. I'm not exactly sure how things like this actually happen. Does Crispy look Jim in the eye and say, "Hey Jim, come on out of the closet, let's head down to the kitchen and take some topless photos together for Instagram"? Regardless of how it happened, today we celebrate their shirtless friendship.
If you were a chick, who's the one guy you would sleep with?
John Stamos.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yup!
You want to go do karate in the garage?
Yup!
Up next is our Jackwagon of the week. Following last week's episode, Kyle left a comment explaining his feelings in detail. Here to present to you Kyle's comments, you know him from Active Self-Protection. Here's John Correa.
I just watched Gun Gossip. I don't get it. Johnny, you are what's wrong with the gun community, and anyone who would watch this crap is royally stupid. What you are doing represents everything I hate about gun channels. Pull the plug, because I hate your boa, I hate you, and I hate your face.
Big thanks to John for his help, and to Kyle a big thumbs up and an even bigger bye. Fashion Police Alert. Let me introduce you to Graham Bates. He has an awkward YouTube channel and he dresses like a communist dictator.
Where do I get my clout for talking about shooting?
Where did you get your firearms clout? Well, I assume in Cuba during the revolution. Hey Graham, this is America. Let's try and dial back the communism. This week, Brownells launched a big campaign for their retro series starring Hank and Lola Strange, Mr. Guns and Gear, and Rapid Fire Rachel. The overall campaign is a lot of fun, but whoever produced this piece also needs a verbal reprimand. Seriously, whose idea was it to put Rapid Fire Rachel in roller skates on a gravel road? But the real story here is Mr. Guns and Gear and that jump. They tried to hide it with that explosion, but I caught it. Mr. Guns and Gear, you can't outrun or outjump your DNA.
Really listen to me. What? White men can't jump.
And in You're About to Lose IQ Points news, the Manly Zone posted this over on Instagram. Now, I'm not certain of his direction here, but I don't think it's literal because that would be a felony. So I'm going to assume it's comical. He is fantasizing about being a comic book character, taking comic book guns, and exacting some punishment. It's like an overload of comic books, firearms, and mom's basement.
Ain't nothing. I'll come up there, probably flash my guns around a little bit. I'll go, ooh, dude, my mom's gonna kill me.
Finally this week is a new holster just announced from Alien Gear. Jackie over at guns.com reported that this holster will have an integrated rechargeable fan. Yep, you heard that right. It's a holster with a fan. And while the holster is currently unnamed, it does feature, and I quote, thermoplastic flow channels. Yeah, I don't know either. Now, the neat thing about this one is it's going to allow mankind to create sentences never before uttered in the English language, such as, "Hey honey, I'm running a few minutes late. My holster is not done charging." So let me ask you our question of the week. You can sound off down below. How would you feel having a fan in your pants?
I get the sensation of a cool breeze billowing through my hair and across my long white dress. Oh.
And that's all your middle-aged man drama for this week. New episodes every Monday at 2 p.m. I'm Gun Drama Johnny. I'll see you next week on Gun Gossip.
This gun fits my hand better than this one does.